to 30th August 2024. The Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, in partnership with the Busoga Region District Local Governments, Participatory Ecological Land Use Management, PELUM Uganda, civil society land actors, and other non-state actors is organizing the 8th Land Awareness Week to be in the districts of Busoga region under the theme Promoting Land Rights and Land Use for Inclusiveness and Sustainable Development. The main event shall be held in the districts of Iganga, Luka, Kaliro, Kamuli, Bugweri, Bugiri, Mayuge, Namutumba, Namayingo, and Jinja. Other land-related side engagements shall be held in the districts where respective CSOs, civil society organization, and land actors have land-related interventions to assist the citizens with land challenges. The Land Awareness Week will also engage critical government ministries, departments, and agencies that include, among others, the National Forest Authority, NFA, Uganda Wildlife Authority, UWA, and the National Environmental Management Authority, NEMA. The Land Awareness Week is aimed at strengthening the capacity of local communities, that is women, men, youth, persons with disabilities, and other vulnerable groups. And this will include their organizations. Local governments, formal and customary land management, and administrative bodies. Local governments, formal and customary land management, and other bodies and structures, the civil society fraternity, and other relevant state and non-state land actors for effective engagement in land governance and land administration and management and environmental conservation at local and national levels. This will be achieved through information dissemination of the policy and regulatory framework on land awareness, raising consciousness, building and dialogues on the regional and national specific issues impacting on land rights and environmental conservation. The Busoga Land Awareness Week shall further provide a strategic platform for documentation of issues to inform policy review relating to the National Land Policy 2013, the Land Act, Cap 227, the Land Acquisition Act 1965, and the Real Estate Management Bill, among others. Specific components and delivery vehicles for the Land Awareness Week shall include community dialogue, mobile legal aid clinics, radio and television talk shows, debates and poems, social media engagements, and tree planting, among other innovations. The concept of Land Awareness Week is an innovation of the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development and the civil society organizations working on land rights. We have over 7 land awareness weeks and implemented them with civil society organizations, including PELUM Uganda, Oxfam, FRA, LANDnet, ActionAid and ESAFF, among others. Expected outcomes will include communities and general public aware and knowledgeable about critical provisions of the National Land Policy 2013 and related land laws, and the importance of environmental conservation in Uganda. B. Improved accountability and quality of land service delivery by local and the central governments in the selected districts in the region. C. Improved responses of local and central government to grassroots land rights and housing, urban development, and environmental conservation issues. D. Improved documentation of evidence on land rights, housing, urban development, and environmental conservation matters at various levels. E. Strengthened linkages and collaboration amongst local and national level land actors. The target population to be reached is at least 500 people per district. The mobile land clinics will be set up at specific designation venues of community dialogues and specific hotspots villages for farmers to report cases on land and access land advice, guidance and counseling on land, alternative dispute resolution mechanism, land acquisitions, land compensation, succession, among others. The clinics will be open to the general public to participate. We plan to hold radio shows in different regions to deliberate on topical issues. As part of this initiative to foster environmental conservation, there will be tree planting during the Land Awareness Week. This will target planting of a minimum of 5,000 trees. The species shall be agreed upon during the various planning meetings. Trees shall be planted at selected model nuclear farmers' households, sub-counties, and district headquarters. Lastly, the land information system will be availed free of charge for those in districts to check or verify their land titles free of charge. I thank you for listening to me, for God and my country.
Land governance, land sensitization, working closely with the local district governments. So this year is not any different, and we shall be in the districts of Busoga region, but also working in the city of Jinja, trying to address different topical land issues that are happening there. But we shall also be working closely with the ministry on the distribution of CSOs, which are certificates of customary land ownership. We are planning that this will be able to reach to beyond 5,000 people, and we have a very strong interest in women, men, youth, and persons with disability. This is basically because what we do as civil society organization, everything that we do is inched on land, and we've always been encouraging them and engaging them, and different topical land issues come up, right from ownership in terms of land tenure security, but also on issues around registration of their land titles or registration of their land. So Honorable Minister, representing the civil society, we believe that this is going to go a long way in terms of strengthening our linkage and collaboration with the different land actors, but also most importantly with the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development as we address issues on land governance, but also dissemination in terms of land laws and related policies, because we've recognized that there is a huge gap when it comes to awareness and on the land tenure systems. I thank you so much for listening to me.
Also known as COPAXO in Uganda. I'm representing rangeland users and pastoralists here. So this week is more than just a series of events. It is a platform that we are going to use to empower the communities from Busoga, and we shall use it to strengthen the local governance and promoting justice. So as a representative of pastoralists and rangeland users, I stand here to amplify the voices of women, the youth, and other persons with disabilities, plus the communal land users who face increasing challenges in securing their land rights and sustaining their livelihoods. Some of the things that we are going to do will be around strengthening capacity of communities and engagement. Our goal this week is to build the capacity of the farming communities, pastoralists, civil society organizations, local governments, customary land management bodies, and other land actors. We seek to empower these groups to effectively engage in governance of land, housing, urban development, environment management, ensuring service delivery in both effective and accountable manner. So this is a very critical opportunity, not only for our livelihoods, but also for achieving climate justice at different levels. We shall have an opportunity to disseminate laws and policies. This week, which we have called Land Awareness Week, starting 26th and to 30th this month, provides a unique opportunity for you who are going to attend both online and physically in Busoga to access and understand the laws and the policies that govern our land. So by knowing our rights, we believe that it is the first step in protecting them. We shall have dialogues. Our colleague has already talked about 40 dialogues in all the districts of Busoga. So we are going to provide a platform for communities, grassroots organizations, and other stakeholders to engage in dialogue with local and national duty bearers. So this is a very important chance to hold the duty bearers accountable for delivery of services related to land, housing, and urban development. We shall have access to legal services, legal advice, through this week. Mobile legal clinics that are going to be free will be set up in different areas in Busoga, offering people with free legal services, free. There is going to be guidance and counseling on matters related to land, housing, and urban development. So this is a critical resource, especially for those facing land conflicts and uncertainties. We shall document these issues. We understand that by documenting these issues, it helps us in future to be in position to review the policies so that we shape the policies to make them the policies that we want to see in future. So we shall document a lot of evidence when we go there, and we shall use this information to shape the policies in future. Then, of course, it is an important opportunity for us to strengthen our linkages. And this week is also about strengthening these linkages and collaborations among different actors at both levels, local and national, ensuring united approach to addressing land-related challenges. we shall also have community sensitization meetings and dialogues, radio talk shows, and we shall have these ones not only in Busoga but also at other, other places. Like in Karamoja, we shall have more radio talk shows. Then joint council resolutions and petitions. So we want to interest the people of Busoga to come and join the Land Awareness Week so that we have an opportunity to discuss and have a solution to issues related to land. I want to stop there and thank you so much for listening.